Thanks for joining us on Valley News Live. We do have some clouds drifting overhead tonight, and we do have a few thunder showers working their way across the northern tier, but it's a first alert weather day, and here are the risks as we go through the later evening hours. Now, we cannot rule out tornadoes, even though the chance is quite low that any one area will see them. We'll be watching closely for that due to the spin in the atmosphere. Increased are the chances of large hail, over an inch, upwards of 2 inches in diameter, and some 70-mile-per-hour winds out of a few of these storms. The area of concern will make this full screen so you can see it a little bit better. It's going to be from central North Dakota into portions of eastern North Dakota. The storms will continue as we go into the late night hours and track into Lakes Country, but the threat then will be more straight line winds that we'll keep you posted on there. Have your Valley News Live weather app handy on this first alert weather day. But right now, your temperature out at Hector, 80 degrees, south wind 11 miles per hour, 9:16 the time of sunset. Park Rapids, you're 79 degrees, 70 in Langdon, some cooler air up near the international border with the swirling showers in that area. But look at the heat in the central Dakotas, mid-80s, Bismarck and Minot. Here's those showers racing across the area. Not too high are these cloud tops, a little bit of thunder and lightning with them, but this is not the main event. The main event gets going out to the west, and your hour-by-hour forecast shows that with that swirling Saskatoon storm system, another wave of energy will arrive in our north-central North Dakota counties. As we go through the dinner hour, that's when it gets going. Now, as we head into the 8 o'clock hour, it should be rolling into our Devil's Lake Basin areas. Again, these initial storms will have a better chance at being a little bit more potent heading into the evening hours. That's when the hail will be the largest, the gusts will possibly be the strongest, and then the tornado threat will be there. Heading toward the 10 o'clock hour, notice the Red River Valley will have a chance at these storms making their way through. So we'll keep our eyes on these. Everyone has a chance of storms, but again, these will be hit and miss across the area, and we'll keep you advised. Now, as we go into the late night hours, our model paints a picture of the storms working their way through the Red River Valley into Lakes Country. Kind of this backward C shape would indicate to me there will be a wind threat into the later night hours. Do you see that? Pushing into places like Pelican Rapids and Otter Tail County as we head into the overnight hours. We'll let you know the risk. Generally, when we get into the wee hours of the overnight, our risk for severe weather goes down. Quiet. Maybe a little fog in the morning. Temperatures near 60 degrees to start your Wednesday. And then we're going to have another chance for afternoon storms on a breezy day. Temperatures in the 70s and low 80s. Thunder chances will be in northern portions of Minnesota, and a couple could be strong. 60s to start, ramp it up into the low 80s. And for your day tomorrow in Fargo, our thunder chances will be once again in the evening, but the risk of severe tomorrow mainly in Minnesota. Have your Valley News Live weather app handy tonight and tomorrow in Lakes Country as we have some summer weather on the way. Tiffany capturing a Callaway view here of some fog over the top of the fields. Planning forecast looks like this. Stacy, we stay cool as we close out the work week, but this weekend the heat is on, and in fact it gets downright sizzle-worthy hot next week, with some, well, potential for some mid and upper 90s as we go from the midweek into the upcoming weekend.
Sizzle-worthy is right. Look at that Tuesday.
Yeah,
Woo.
mighty warm.
Thanks, Hutch. Coming up, we have details on a new requirement for insurance in Minnesota that'll help those fighting cancer.